Go ahead.
Okay. So without Kenny, how are you guys different with Theo getting extended minutes, 24 or 25, that range?
I think Kenny brought a different intensity on defense. Obviously Theo can be a really good defender as well. But that's what we really look upon Kenny for. And that just means everybody has to step up as a whole. Obviously Theo coming in, I think he can do pretty much the same thing Kenny did on the defensive end. But probably the defensive end is where we might miss him a little bit more.
Is there a way he makes you guys better that maybe is different from what Kenny was able to give you?
Theo does so many things. Rebound, passes the ball, can defend, can make some big plays on offense. And so, I don't know if it necessarily you can say that he makes us better, but Theo does a ton of things that could possibly help us.
Greg brought it up with Coach, and I had a similar thought. It seems like the basketball equivalent is when the football team has to play Georgia Tech. Is this a game that you guys kind of dread, or is it literally just another game on the schedule?
We definitely don't dread it. Virginia's a great team, coached by a great coach. Obviously we know they're going to try to slow the pace down. That's just how they play. But for us, we have to continue to play the way we know we can. And as much as possible, push it back at them and, play our game. We can't change because we know how they play. We have to continue to play the way that we play.
Does it help you in any tangible way, having seen them a few times now? I mean, knowing what's coming your way, essentially?
Yeah, this is the third year playing against them. So they haven't changed as far as their defensive schemes. And I think that definitely helps. But their defense is some of the best in the conference and in the country. And until you really get out there and see how they're playing that day, you can't really go into a game thinking, okay, this is what I'm going to do. But you just got to go out there and just play.
What specifically, if you could pick one thing about the defense, is it their positioning? What is it that makes it so strangling?
That they're all pretty much inside the three-point line. And unless you get some type of movement and ball rotation, there's not many driving lanes. Another thing that they do that's huge for them is they double the post with the other big, and that comes down to our bigs making the right decision, not panicking and making a smart play. And if they can do that, I think we'll be all right.
Was there always like a level of adjustment or a time period, maybe like the first 5 minutes when you're getting used to their style of play? Again, after not seeing it for a bit.
You gotta, you have to realize that you're not gonna be able to just make one pass and make a drive, like I said, or make one pass and take a shot. That's kind of what their defense wants you to do. We'll probably have to get used to it a little bit, but hopefully we can make that adjustment today in practice, and the blue squad can do a decent job of kind of, mirroring what they do. And if they can do that and we can get prepared like that, hopefully we don't have to in the game.
Have you seen growth this season in how Kennedy and Isaiah have handled double teams and getting better at passing out of those?
Maybe a little bit. Not many teams honestly have doubled the bigs, and theirs is different because they doubled from the other big. And so, we had one play in practice yesterday where Blue was trying to do what they do, and we went a high-low, and it's hard if you go high-low. It's hard for that big to go from the high spot and go down and double all the way. So little things like that we have to be able to see and kind of read those in the game.
Is there anything special you do pre-game? Any ritual?
I read a chapter out of whatever book I'm reading. Right now it's one by Jeff and Jess Robertson from Duck Dynasty. It's called The Good, the Bad, and the Grace of God. So that's what I'm on. I just got done with Lecrae's book, Unashamed. So usually I read a chapter at least out of those books, and then just listen to my music.
Did you watch Duck Dynasty?
I used to all the time in high school. My family and I would sit down on the couch and watch them. That's a funny show. Not many people watch it, but once you start watching it, it's kind of hilarious.
Did you guys do anything special as a team besides eat, do those things?
Not really. I mean, everybody kind of has their own individual, routines. Last game before we left to go to NC State, we watched a movie in the locker room. But it just kind of changes up each and every game.
What movie?
Michael Jordan to the Max. We were just flipping through and they saw it, so we turned that on and watched some greatness.
All right. Everybody good?
We're learning the best stuff.